Let me talk about synthetic fibers and plastics. Now, what are the things around you that are made up of fibers or plastics? So many things, right? You think of the polythene bags, which you use to carry stuffs, the bucket, cups, saucers, children toys, synthetic clothing materials. So these days you have different materials to make garments. For example, you have cotton, you have silk, you have artificial silk, rayon. You have so many different types of materials to manufacture clothes. You have automobile tires, electric insulating materials. If you look at the electric wire, so wires are made of metal, that is copper. But outside the wire there is a covering which is generally made up of plastics. You look at rope, you can see that it is very strong. It is extremely flexible. You can fold it the way you want. Then threads, so many different kinds of threads. You see, you used to stitch nowadays. So all these things are made up of synthetic fibers. So basically we will introduce in this lesson what are fibers. Then we will talk about synthetic fibers, their example, and then types of synthetic fibers, and then about plastics. So the first question, what are fibers? So fibers are thread or filaments which forms constituent of various composite materials. What are composite materials? It can be fabric, clothes, vegetable fibers. So these are like threads or some filaments, and those filaments together form fibers, and fibers in turn form fabric. So if you have been to garment shop, then what they ask? What kind of fabric you want? Silk or rayon or nylon or terracotta, cotton. So what are these? These are different types of fabrics, and these fabrics are made up of fibers. So fibers are nothing but thread-like structures, and these thread-like structures are woven to form fabric. Now, these fabrics can be natural or synthetic. Natural means they exist in nature, and synthetic means we artificially modify them. We artificially produce them in the laboratories with the help of chemicals. Man-made fibers are made from synthetic polymers. Now we talk about monomers and polymers. What are monomers? The fibers are made up of small units called monomers. And polymers, thousands of monomers join together to form a large unit called polymer. Poly means many. Mer means, it's a Greek word, mer. So mer means repeating units. These polymers are large molecules consisting of a large number of small molecules called monomers. And the process of linking monomers to form polymers is called polymerization. Example, polythene or polyethylene is a polymer which is used to make carry bags. It is a polymer of ethene. Polymers are of two types again, that is natural polymer and synthetic polymer. Now we talk about the properties and uses of synthetic fibers or polymers. We look at 4 examples of synthetic fibers: rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic. Now first synthetic polymer is nylon. Nylon was the first completely synthetic material to be manufactured. It was invented in New York in 1931 and first sold in London. That's why it was named nylon. Nylon, that is NY from New York and LON from London. Nylon is prepared chemically without using any raw material from plants or animals. It is prepared by combining coal, that is carbon, water, hydrogen oxide, and air. So it is a polymer of polyamide molecules. Now what are the properties of nylon? It has a high tensile strength, that is resistance to breakage, and is fairly elastic or flexible. It is durable. It can resist wear and tear over a long period of time. It absorbs very less water and hence dries up very fast. It is wrinkle-free. It is not easily attracted by moth, etc. It is good to look at. It is shiny and its color lasts forever. Its uses are, it is used in textile industries to prepare yarn, to make dress materials like saris, shirts, suits, ties, etc. It is used for making parachutes, ropes, fishing nets, strings for badminton, etc. It is also used to make toothbrush, bristles, combs, hooks. It is used to make several machine parts such as pulleys and washers. Now we talk about rayon, another synthetic polymer. Rayon is also called artificial silk because of its sheen. Sheen means shine. It is like silk in feel and texture. It is cheaper than silk and can be woven just like silk fibers. As it is obtained from pure cotton and then processed chemically to obtain the final product, it is called a regenerated fiber or processed fiber. Now, what are the properties of rayon? Fabrics made of rayon are soft, smooth, cool, comfortable, and highly absorbent. They do not trap body heat. This makes them ideal for hot and humid climates. They are as comfortable as other natural fibers. The uses of rayon are: it is widely used for making dress materials and clothes again. It is used for making home furnishings such as blankets, bed sheets, curtains. It is also used to make waterproof bandages to cover wounds, and these bandages do not stick to the wounds.